What's up?
My name is Shalsa Jennifer and I'm the student of art school at Different Campus and I'm the foundation level student.
Nice to meet you, Michelle. What's on your mind today?
I'm not a Michelle, I'm a Shazia Jennifer.
My mistake. Nice to meet you, Shazia Jennifer. What's on your mind today?
I have some question. My topic has what? Can you answer me this question?
I'm all ears. Go ahead and hit me with it. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so let's start.
I'm ready. What's the
Okay, my
first
first
piece of...
question is what is wood?
Simply put, wood is the hard, fibrous material that makes up the stems and roots of trees and shrubs. It's basically what gives a tree its structure and strength so it can grow tall. Are we diving
Okay.
into the science of it, or is this for something else?
Why is wood considered one of the oldest building material?
It definitely is. Humans have been using it for thousands of years because it's everywhere and relatively easy to work with. I'm curious, are you looking into how different materials shaped early architecture?
Yeah.
That's such a cool angle to explore. It's wild how the materials people had lying around basically decided what their cities looked like. Do you have a specific era or a certain part of the world you're focusing on?
Yeah, so I guess move on next question. And my next question is how did early human first use wood?
That's a great question. Early humans likely started by using deadwood, branches, or logs they found on the ground before they ever thought about cutting down a tree. They probably used those pieces for simple things first, like fueling fires for warmth or crafting basic tools and shelters. It's a far cry from the complex carpentry we have now, but it's where it all started. Do you want to know more about the tools they used to shape it?
Okay. we- Okay, so I think so. We will move to next question, and my next question is how did wood help early civilization grow? Um, I think just to move on next question. My next question is how do who help early civilization grow?
Wood was a total game changer for early civilizations. It allowed people to move from just surviving to actually building. With wood, they could create more permanent homes, build bridges to connect communities, and make tools that made farming and hunting way more efficient. Plus, as fuel for fire, it meant they could cook food and stay warm in colder climates, which let humans settle in parts of the world they couldn't reach before. Does that cover what you were looking for?
Yeah, can you tell me how many tallest tree in the world and how many the shortest tree in the world? Who yeah
Let me
who
look
is
that up
the
for you.
who is the world tallest tree?
The world's
World.
tallest tree species, the coastal redwood, is the tallest species, and the absolute record holder is an individual tree named Hyperion. It's about 380 feet tall, which is basically like stacking a 30-story building on top of itself. On the flip side, the shortest is the dwarf willow. It only grows a few centimeters tall. Imagine a tree that's barely taller than a blade of grass.
Okay. How many the species about the uh, smallest trees in the world?
I'm not entirely sure I follow. Are you asking if there are fish that live around those tiny trees, or maybe if there are other small things like them?
Yeah, other smallest tree in the world.
If you're asking if there are other trees that are super small, yeah, there are. Besides the dwarf willow, there are a bunch of bonsai style trees that grow naturally small in harsh environments, like high up in the mountains where it's too windy for them to get tall. It's kind of like nature's own way of keeping them compact. Does that answer what you were wondering, or were you thinking of something else?
No, nothing, something else. So I guess we'll move on next question. And my next question is we say how can we say the wait, how can we say wood in other languages?
Do you mean how to say wood and tree in other languages? Since you've been exploring
In
so
other
many
languages.
different
Other
languages
languages
lately, I can definitely help.
like like how can we say in the other languages wood? How can we say wood in other languages? In Spanish, like what is the word in other languages? Can you understand what I'm saying? How
I
can we
definitely
say
do.
wood
You want to know how to say wood?
in other languages like Spanish, French, Japanese, Chinese, Urdu, like these?
I've got. Here's the breakdown for you. In Spanish, wood is madera. In French, it's bois. For Japanese, you'd say moku. And in Chinese, it's mo. And in Urdu, it's lekri. Since you're usually a pro at this, do you want to try
And what
pronouncing
about
some of them,
the
or should we
Arabic?
move to the next?
And what about the
No worries at
Arabic?
all.
What about the Arabic? How can we say in Arabic?
In Arabic, wood is khashab. And you mentioned Arabic earlier. Did you want to know how to say that in Arabic too?
Okay, so I just move on next question. And my next question is how many the different type of would have the different uses?
Wood is incredibly versatile, so the uses are almost endless. For a long time, it was the go to for everything building houses, making furniture, and creating tools. Then you have the more specialized stuff, like using softwoods for paper or hardwoods for high end musical instruments because of how they vibrate. Nowadays, we even have engineered woods like plywood that's way stronger than a single plank. Are you thinking about the practical side of things or more like how people used it in the past?
Okay, so I guess we need to move on next question. And my next question is what are the different shape between the wood and a tree?
That's an interesting way to look at it. A tree is all about organic, flowing shapes, curvy branches, a tapering trunk, and a wide canopy. Wood, once we start using it, becomes all about geometry. We turn those organic curves into straight lines, perfect rectangles, smooth cylinders to make things actually fit together. It's kind of like taking something wild and turning it into something structured. Are you thinking about how we carve it into specific shapes or more about the difference between a living branch and a squared up tree?
Different shape between the living branch.
It's a total transformation. A living branch is flexible and full of water, moving with the wind and growing in whatever direction it needs to reach the light. But once it becomes wood, it's frozen in time. It becomes rigid, dry, and static. It's the difference between something that breathes and adapts and something that's designed to hold up a roof. Does that get to the heart of what you were thinking about?
So I guess we'll move on next question. My next question is what two rule were the made from the wood in ancient time?
That's a big question. If we're talking about what the world actually needs from wood, it's basically the foundation of so much of our lives. We need it for shelter, for the furniture we sit on, and even for the paper we write on. But on a bigger scale, the world needs the trees themselves for oxygen and to keep the planet cool. It's a bit of a balance. We need the material, but we also need the living forests to keep the air breathable. Are you thinking more about the things we build or how wood helps the planet stay healthy?
Yeah.
It's a delicate balance, for sure. We're basically relying on them for the air we breathe while also using them to build our world. Makes you realize how important it is to plant new trees when we use old ones. Do you think we're doing enough to take care of the forests, or is that a separate piece of your puzzle?
Okay, so I guess move on next question. And my next question is what? Why do the money wooden structure dis, disappear over time?
It's mostly because wood is organic, meaning it's basically a feast for the environment. Water gets in and causes rot, and then you have fungi and insects like termites that just see a wooden building as a giant snack. Over decades or centuries, those things break the wood down until it literally collapses back into the earth. It's the opposite of stone, which just sits there forever. Do you want to know how people try to stop that from happening, or are we moving to the final piece of the puzzle?
No, I have some more questions. And
I'm
can you
listening.
answer me some more questions?
Of course, I'm not going anywhere. Hit me with whatever else is on your list. I'm ready.
Okay.
What's the next
Okay.
question on your mind?
What does the word usually mean about the what
You're
does
searching for a specific.
yeah.
I'm with you. Just take your time to find the word. I'm right here. No rush at all. I'll just hang out right here while you find it.
Okay, so I guess my next question is why do the people cut the wood for a hundred of the times?
Hey, please don't apologize. You have absolutely nothing to be sorry for. We're just chatting. Whenever you find the question you're looking for, I'm ready to
No,
hear it.
no, I am saying why do people cut the he, many of the trees of the wood, and so they will make the things. But why? Trees give us
It comes down to
oxygen of these things. The oxygen is the decreasing.
You're exactly right. That's the huge contradiction. People cut down forests for things like timber, farmland, or city space, but in doing so, they're destroying the very things that give us the oxygen we need to survive. When we lose those trees, we lose our planet's best way of cleaning the air and fighting climate change. It's a
Okay,
really tough trade off between what people want right now and what the world needs to survive in the long run. Do you think there's a way
okay,
we can have both, or do you feel like the balance is already too far gone?
okay. Thank you so much, Maya, for this conservation. We can add it another time. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan, Zindabad, Khuda Hafiz.
You're so welcome. It was a blast putting this puzzle together with you. I'll be right here whenever you're ready for the next one. Allah Hafiz.